The main hesitation for companies to embrace e-learning is the presumption and belief that face-to-face is more effective for their learners. Secondly, the lack of discipline for flexible learning. And lastly, the notion that e-learning is very boring. E-learning is very boring. Let's start with that last point. The fact of the matter is that the vast majority of e-learning easily available today is rather boring. This is because it is largely one-way delivery platforms, which means you are learning in isolation. However, there is collaborative e-learning where you are in a virtual classroom, but with real classmates and an instructor who guides the class. This can be both in an asynchronous manner or can be done partly live with webinars and live chats. All learners have to participate in the class in a number of ways other than by quizzes. Examples are discussion boards, assignments, project work, and reflective essays, which are evaluated by the instructor. Face-to-face is more effective. In a collaborative e-learning environment, the online instructor is able to assure that each and every learner has not only understood each topic, but that the learner is also able to demonstrate that he or she is able to apply the learning in his workplace and business environment. For example, a discussion topic can be initiated by the instructor in this way. Can you share an incident in your company or elsewhere which could have been handled better given the learning from this topic? Every learner has to post something, and the instructor reads each one and provides feedback if necessary, especially when the instructor feels that the learner has not quite got it. In this way, the learning is contextualized, internalized, and personalized for each learner, ensuring a very high ROI. This cannot be done in a classroom with 20 or 25 people. The added value of this is that each learner can read the postings from each and every other learner and also read any feedback from the instructor. Learners can also comment and question each other. This is substantive peer-to-peer learning. Lack of discipline for flexible learning. While this collaborative e-learning is profoundly appreciated by people who are determined and diligent to learn, it does create quite a bit of stress for those who would rather spend 2 or 3 days in a nice training facility or 5-star hotel, enjoying the fine catering and being insulated from the office and clients. Hence, do expect some pushback from your employees. But this is something you need to manage considering what you are trying to achieve and the return on your investment. Often, we are told that the value of physical workshops is in the networking. There are many other ways to encourage and facilitate networking which are more effective. Pretend collaborative e-learning. Collaborative e-learning is missing from the vast majority of e-learning platforms and MOOCs. Many of them will claim to have discussion boards or forums, and some even claim to have peer-to-peer learning, but reality is a bit different. Discussion boards are for learners to post random comments, and there is no one to read the comments and give feedback. It is not a mandatory structured discussion board for an instructor to ensure that the learners have not only understood the topic, but are also able to apply the learning in their work and business environments. And for peer-to-peer learning, the way it is often done is that each learner's assignment has to be approved by a number of other learners. What tends to happen is that learners make a deal with each other to just rubber stamp each other's assignment. And even if there is a sincere effort to do this, another learner's appreciation of the topic might not be necessarily correct. The eCornell way. eCornell is a truly collaborative e-learning platform where learners join an international class of up to 35 other learners. The content is authored by renowned Cornell University professors and laid out in an engaging way with videos, animation, quizzes, and other tools. The instructors are carefully selected industry practitioners who often also lecture at Cornell and other prominent universities. Apart from managing discussion boards and reviewing assignments and reflective essays, the instructor also hosts non-mandatory live webinar or chat sessions. These are not mandatory as the learners are typically from all time zones. Because of the way the learning is delivered, contextualized, internalized, and personalized for each and every learner, Cornell University is confident to provide certification for the eCornell program.